Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Your Mark on the World show. I'm your host, Devin Thorpe. I'm a Forbes contributor covering social entrepreneurship and impact investing. Our guests today are Franky Imbesi and Nissan Bahar, who are the founders of Bitwalking, a Bitcoin alternative that pays you to walk. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. This is an exciting discussion we're going to have here today.
Hey, Devin, how are you?
Well, I'm thrilled to have you here. Really appreciate you taking the time to be here for this discussion.
Thank you for having
Let's
us.
start with you, Nissan. Just take a minute and tell us what Bitwalking is.
Bitwalking allows anyone to generate money by walking. You download our app to your smartphone, you activate it, and our app will basically count your steps, validate them, and then convert them into a fraction of a Bitwalking dollar. You can accumulate this money, and then you can manage it and spend it within our market or with third parties in our ecosystem.
So, are people accumulating? Are people accumulating a currency that is a fixed exchange with the U.S. dollar, or is it a floating exchange rate like a Bitcoin?
So in this moment, in the beginning of Bitwalking, the currency is fixed, and it's fixed to $1 US. So one Bitwalking dollar is $1 US.
Okay, and so walking unlocks the value. It's sort of like mining with Bitcoins. Now, I am no expert. I'm an absolute novice on this blockchain technology, but I was left with the impression that the mining activity was required not just to mine the coins, but in order for the marketplace or for the blockchain technology to function. And what you're suggesting with your app is that exercise was purely for market economics, and you're replacing that activity with walking. This is confusing to me. Can you help me understand a little bit?
Yeah, sure. So unlike Bitcoin, we are not a decentralized coin. So we believe that Bitcoin is good, and that there are some good ideas behind it and some very good technology within the implementation of Bitcoin. But we don't agree with a decentralized anarchy in managing coins and in managing dollars. So what we're doing is we work with a centralized bank. We work with database, users, accounts, and so on. We do use, for securing transactions, for example, blockchain. The mining process is very different, because the mining process that you find in Bitcoin is mining process that is done by CPU, by machines. And what we did is the first organic mining process. So we are translating a basic human action into currency. So there are a few things there from Bitcoin, but it's, at the end of the day, it's different. We try to take the best out of it, but make it more accessible to anyone.
Franky, I want to talk to you a little bit about how this is relevant in the developing world. You've spent a lot of time in Africa working on your other project, Keypot, and perhaps otherwise. Tell us a little bit about how you see this being relevant in the developing world.
Yes, in developing world, sure, this will be a game changer, because the people there have access to really little money, and also $1 a day can really be something important in the life. But in any case, Bitwalking is something that is important really in all the world, not just in the developing country. Especially in places like US, we have a lot of requests of different to use the application and to have access to the Bitwalking Dollars.
it's really a fascinating idea. It seems to me that for people who are living on anywhere less than $10 a day, many of whom are walking quite a bit anyway, this has a potential to really make a material difference to their annual income.
Yes.
How much walking would they need to do to earn $1 or $2 a day?
The idea is like 10,000 steps. You can generate something like $1. Is not precise, but is something like that.
Yeah, that's a really good target for a healthy amount of walking for most people. But a lot of people in the developed world are probably walking 2 or 3 times that. They have the potential to make some good money, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, every doctor will tell you that you need to make about 10,000 steps a day. So we use the best practice. And at the same time, you look at the human capacity and how much people can really walk. So in places, we started our activity, for example, in a country like Malawi, and people easily walk the 20, 30,000 steps a day, which is amazing for them. It's a really real game changer for their capacity to earn money.
So if people are walking and getting currency, where does that value come from? What generates the value that allows for them to exchange that either on your platform or with the limited number of partners you have off the platform? Help us understand what backstops that value.
Sure. So every issued walking dollar needs to be backed with a US dollar or with a pound, so with existing currencies. So what we do is we created an ecosystem that soon is going to be also open worldwide to anyone to start accepting Bitwalking at all levels, if it's e-commerce sites or if it's a local business. Now, in the moment a local business says, okay, I'm willing to accept, instead of the discount that I give or instead of a Groupon, I will give you 80% of the product, sorry, 20% of the product in Bitwalking dollars and the rest in US dollars. These dollars are real. And what we do, we maintain a balance between the dollars that are real and the dollars that are generated by the Bitwalking system. And at the end of the day, this validates that. So it can be money that is injected by the business themselves. It can be money that is injected by transactions and users that exchange Bitwalking dollars for goods or with other values. So at the end of the day, there is a balance. It's real.
Yeah. Franky, how many people do you have on the system now using it?
In this moment, we had more than 300,000 requests of inviting. And we are working, we are focusing target group in this moment.
Wow, 300,000 people are already signed up?
Yeah.
Now, are all of them actually using the app, or does that include some of those folks like me who are waiting for their invitations?
We have a lot of people in the waiting list also. I have to say, in order also to control this and have a responsible rollout, we are segmenting the users into groups, into areas, and the system is releasing also by demand the invitations. So soon, I hope you will get also your invitation. But yeah, at the end of the day, we are going to cover users internationally and not only in pilot countries and in beta areas.
Yeah, well, this is really kind of a fun app because it motivates, it creates the potential, even in the US, for people to have an incentive to walk more. $1 a day isn't much of an incentive for most Americans, but this is the first time anyone's ever found a system that would pay them to exercise, so you never know if this might create a more healthy America. And you guys aren't Americans, but there are some of us who are fat.
not only in America, and
Yeah.
Devin, it's amazing. We get incredible emails and feedbacks from users who are saying, and really a lot from the United States, who are saying, guys, you figured out a way to get people to walk. And people say, guys, thank you. I have a real motivation because every year I have like the New Year resolution. I register, to the gym. I will go there for a month, but then, or I get, I don't know, a stepper device, and people really, they're not motivated enough. And putting their remuneration dollar in front of the person changes completely the game. And we saw this in the United States, we saw this in the UK, and we got in touch with the academic world who see this as a concrete reduction of diabetes in the UK, for example, which has an enormous cost and bearing on community there. So there are a lot of very positive things into Bitwalking. So it's social equality, but at the same time it's healthy lifestyle and it's environmental impact. So we really try to have, if not a double, a triple bottom line here with this.
Yeah, it really does have the potential to reduce fossil fuel use. I know I sold my car about 15 months ago, and one of the things that is a substitute for driving the car is walking, and it's amazing the places I walk simply because I don't have a car, and it's just when it comes right down to it, I'm not going to pay Uber to take me 3 blocks. I'll just walk, and so I walk a lot of places I used to drive.
It's really important is give value to the steps, to the walk. Is give value to the human being, because with Bitwalking is important every step that you are doing is really feel value just because you are a human.
Yeah. Franky, you have become, you and Nissan both have become role models to people around the world. I've been following your work in Africa now for a couple of years. I wonder if you would just take a minute and tell me, Franky, who you admire, who you look up to, who is your role model?
But really, what is it is that we like to do things. We like to have passion in what we are doing. We like really to care about what we are doing. It's not just do something for get in the final the money to live, but is really believe in something and do it. And this is give us the power to work in a totally another way with totally another spirit, because when you care really about something that you are doing, you don't think is a work or is a life. For me and Nissan especially, when we talk, we completely we speak about life and work like it's the same things. And this really think can empower a lot what you are doing in your life. And we strongly believe that this is the real way to live and not do something just for do it. And this is give this power for everything that we are doing.
So Nissan, who do you look up to? Who's your role model?
If I say Franky, it will not be a lie. And it's exactly because how we look at things, and it's exactly this approach, which is doing things with a lot of philosophy behind it and with passion behind it. And exactly like he answered you, I look at this guy every day. We speak, even if he's now in Barcelona, I'm in Tel Aviv. We speak, I don't know, 20 times a day, Franky.
I don't know. We continue to speak all the time, and it's funny also because we are in we work separately. I'm in Barcelona, he's in Tel Aviv, and every time we meet in another place in the world, and we continue our work like there is never stop. Is not we said okay, bye bye. Is always we are online in the same line to what we are doing. This is
instead of referring, and there are many great people who we look at. this guy is role model for me, and this kind of partnerships and working together is what's make it. We work in a difficult area, and like you've been many times in Africa, and you many times in other areas where sometimes it's difficult. It's hard, and it can be exhausting after a while, and you just need to have the right partners that motivates you day by day to continue doing this and not go into the commodity of our Western life. You can just cover yourself and not see what's going around the world. So
yes, we have also a lot of incentive because, for example, we work with Incredible. We have the fortune to choose the people that really we like, and so we have also incredible team that we really enjoy to stay together and to work in the. All our team have our same philosophy. This is the things when we are choose with who we want to work. We don't see the curriculum vitae like okay, he has this skill. First of all, we talk, we understand if we are in the same line, in the same status of mind. Then we understand really the skills and how to work together.
Yeah. So, Nissan, why do you care about making the world a better place? I know you've spent a lot of time and energy in making things better in Africa, especially. Why?
Well, basic answer is why not? And if you can do it, if you can do something positive, I say at least don't do something negative to others and to your surrounding. And this is not even my quote; it's by the Dalai Lama. And if you can do even something good, and we have the capacity, we've been fortunate enough to, take ourselves and have the energy and have the power to and the conditions to help other people, do it. It's a no-brainer.
What do you think, Franky? Why do you care about making the world a better place?
Basically, I can say the same things that Nissan said, but I want to say that when I think everyone have the feeling of what is good and what is bad. If you choose something that is good, you are 10 times more motivated to do it. So also your choice follow this direction. And so give me really the motivation to do it. Choose the things that have sense, in really, because have sense to try to make this world better. And I strongly believe that especially in the last years, like humans, we didn't work very well to make the world very good. I think we can really work better together to make every life much more beautiful than how is it now.
So, one last question for you, Nissan. Why we ask all of our guests to give us what I call an impact hack, some tip that would help us do more good in the world. What's your quick tip for doing more good?
Immediate surrounding, or to really focus on the things that are around you, reachable and easy to do. If it becomes a day-to-day habit, just not ignoring things that are around you, will make your surrounding, the society, and everyone together, will just a better place. So focus on the easy thing. And if you have the opportunity to take it further and make it, really your life, fantastic, go with it. But start small. It's good.
Fantastic. What about you, Franky? Any final tips for us, an impact hack for us?
Yeah, I say the same things because I really believe in these things that is always really put your passion and strongly believe in what you are doing and do do it for enjoy your miracle life that you have not infinite time. So choose exactly what you love and do it with all the passion that you can do.
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, gentlemen, thank you very much for taking the time to be with us. Nissan, quickly tell us how people can learn more about Bitwalking.
Yeah, absolutely. So bitwalking.com is our website. You can request an invite via the website, and you will get into the waiting list, and eventually will get your invitation to get on board. Beside that, facebook.com/bitwalking or Twitter/bitwalking, or how I handle directly is bitwalking. We update the community only via our social networks and directly inside the app. So everybody is really connected and engaged with these platforms.
Fantastic. Gentlemen, thank you very much for taking the time to be with us. We wish you every success.
Thank you so much, Devin. Thank you for having us.
All right.
Thank you, Devin. Thank you very much for inviting us. Bye.
Thank you.